Yeah, I could. The conversation is being started. There's a lot of shit to talk about this week. I wanted to start off with something we was talking about. I think yesterday, or the day before yesterday. The Ninja Turtles is about to be remade over again. This time by Seth Rogen. Believe it or not.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Do you hear that crap in the background every time you talk?
What kind of crack?
Crap. It makes you sound like you're part bored.
Oh, I probably am part bored. I had a salad yesterday from someplace.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That, they was putting some stuff in. They told me it was olives. I ate it anyway. I wasn't sure if it was olives. So.
Okay, I don't hear it now, but it seriously sounded like some type of electronic effect on your voice.
No, that probably was
doing it.
The AC. I had the AC on. I just turned it off because it was kind of loud. So that probably was the AC sound interfering with everything.
That's interesting because it was making it was seriously sound like some electronic sound. Like that's different.
Yeah, I was probably it was too much sound, and the mic wasn't picking up.
But that's what I'm saying. It was sounding like some type of electronic type of influence, not like if a fan is blowing or something. But you said it was
the air conditioner. Yeah. I'm just assuming it was the the feedback was something like feedback, but into this mic, the quality of this mic probably couldn't pick up all that in the background because it do be a lot because I have to put my tablet on the Bluetooth to hear it because the AC be taking up so much of the sound in the area. It's like the audio gets clouded with the AC. Let's get back to this. We was talking about how many iterations of the Turtles is out there and all this shit, and they about to remake the Turtles again. Seth Rogen about to produce it. I'm like, enough is a fuck enough. Just continue the stories. I'm getting tired of like all these that start from scratch ass stories.
They said the same thing about Spider-Man
and Superman. I was gonna say the same thing about Superman too.
Origin story.
Yeah, we get the drift. He got bit by spiders. Uncle Dad at the end. Let's start an adventure. Let's keep going. We all know the story. You don't even have to be
tired of seeing Uncle Ben get killed.
Tired of it. Luckily, I'm glad they didn't put it in MCU. They just started. They didn't go into the whole. This is how he did it. They just started into the adventure. He was already fighting crime. Tony picked him up. The end. That was a good thing they did. Everything else, I think the ball was dropped in the ground. With that franchise so far, they may fix it with the next one. Who knows? I didn't feel how they dealt with Peter Parker so far. But yeah, they giving Turtles this like the fifth remake. They done reimagining. Beginning of the Ninja Turtles.
If you're talking about movie-wise, this would be technically the second.
No, I was saying like period. This would be the third because the first movie was a different stratosphere. The second one, which came out recently, would be a second one. This would be the third time it is reinvented itself.
But I mean, the more recent ones were all in a line. I'm talking about the 80. Was that 89 when the first Ninja Turtles?
That was the first one. That was the first one, and then the second one.
And then all the ones after that were all part of that session, including the digital version.
Yeah, but I'm saying, of course. And then after that, you got the one with what's her name? The chick from the Transformers play April O'Neil.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The new iteration.
Megan Fox playing one. This one's supposed to be a new iteration. It's not a continuation of that one. Yeah, this will be the third as far as the movie's going.
Yeah, they kind of ended that one quick with the Krang, the second movie.
Yeah, they had just brought in Krang and they just brought in Krang and Casey Jones and Bebop and Rocksteady, and just to end it. We've been waiting for those characters for over 20 years. Shit. Except Casey Jones, he was there. But we've been waiting for Bebop, Rocksteady, and Krang, shit, since the first one.
Yeah. they replaced people like Rocksteady with Toker and Razar, but I mean,
And I had a whole attitude. I was the only kid in the movie not feeling Tokan Razor's presence or Vanilla Ice presence. And I'm gonna put it on the flow. Whoever called Vanilla Ice up and said, "This is what kids want to see at the end of the movie. I need them fired, and I'm hope they go to jail. And their mama's a hoe."
to listeners, he's giving a shout out because Vanilla Ice is about to throw a concert.
Is he?
Okay.
Is he? Oh my.
Yes. He said the '90s was the best decade, and he's trying to relive that. So.
Well, I'm not surprised because a lot of them are doing it. He's at that age to do that, but I don't. I mean, he could do it. Stay fair, open up a beeper store.
He
or
had
something.
one hit. I mean, I don't know how many dudes you do walk around the streets talking "Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go." So I'm going back to Ice Ice Baby, and other than that, you name off some hits that he had,
I don't think. I don't think he could. I'm gonna say I don't think he could do a tour, but he can definitely pop up on a '90s show with him and like New Kids on the Block and Sheena Easton.
Oh yeah, you talking about like what B2K was about to do?
What you mean, Bach dude? If it was for Corona, they was going to do it. Except they got fired because Raz B was fucking Omarion's wife, so then it turned into the Omarion tour. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Called the new. I forgot what the name.
The New Millennium tour. It's supposed to be them, and
right.
it was supposed to be them, Mario, Immature. It was supposed to be all the boys from the '90s, and then Little Fizz was fucking Omarion baby mama, and he fired the rest of the group, and then it became the Millennium the Millennium Omarion featuring beats, featuring Immature, Mario, 112. It was like he just cut them out. I was like, damn, the other two didn't have shit to do with it. Why you fire him too? Like he got rid of the whole outfit. Like yeah, but then Corona came. But at the same time, people have been doing this thing called. Not only have people been doing virtual concerts, because Erykah Badu did one. I went to it. It was $1. It was cool. I went to it from the couch. But no,
comedians.
Yeah, comedians been doing it too, but some people have been experimenting with the idea, and from what I'm hearing, it's successful of going to drive-ins. They're bringing back drive-ins, and they've been performing and having people listen from their car.
Yeah, I heard it. That's one of the things that one of the comedians did. He had a drive-in, basically, comedy show.
Yeah, so that may be a thing. Who knows? Which I felt like that when it first started, because that was the first thing closed was the drive-in, and I was like, why the fuck? I can't go to the drive-in. That's the most social distancing. I mean, I'm in my car. But they closed that down. They had the movie still open. They was letting like 2 people in the movies at a time. Like, they ain't gonna make no money like this, but with the drive-in, we in our car. Why the fuck we gotta wait? I had an old attitude about that shit too. This has been this plague has been bringing about a lot of attitudes, man. Like this is a lot.
Yeah, well, that's all the IMAX theater was anyway. It was an oversized drive-in, so it's not like it ever completely died off.
Was the IMAX that? I never went to the IMAX in Dearborn. You could drive into the IMAX?
Yeah, a 40-foot screen. So,
No, I'm saying, but as far as driving in, I'm social. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm social distance. That's the part I'm talking about. But yeah, the screen wise, yes, that's pretty much the same concept. I'm talking about the whole. If the whole thing, the reason is why y'all close restaurants and bars and movie theaters is because of the social distancing and not spreading of the virus, the drive-in should have been left out of that loop because you're not around people. You literally stay in your car the whole time. You could like slide through the money door crack and just pull up to your spot and bam, you watch your movie. You don't have to. The only thing they have to do is close the food part, or do like most restaurants when they say only 3 people in the store at a time, and then that's that. You're not around people. You're not in crowds. In the movie, you're sitting next to everybody. So you're not 6 feet. Casinos, you're right next to somebody playing the game. Bars, you're right next to somebody drinking. In the drive-in, you're literally in your car. So you're not around people. So I thought like that should have stayed open. And like I pulled up to it and it said closed to Corona-19. And I was like, COVID-19, it was on the side. And I was like, this is one of the last, it's the last one in the country. But this is one, the last one in the state. This is one of the last in the country. It's only a few of them are still open. But like I say, with this new tour, the ones that are left that have been completely demolished, comedians, as you say, and some artists have been experimenting with the whole drive-in concert. And from what I've seen, for the most part, they moving along. They doing their thing. So I'm like, okay, hopefully that brings back, because I always thought the drive-in should never went anywhere. Like the dollar show shit went nowhere, but a lot of dollar shows, the last dollar show in the state closed like last summer because they were saying, all these streaming apps killed them. People weren't coming to the dollar show like they used to, and a lot of dollar shows converted into regular movie theaters. And I'm like, damn, that's everybody don't got apps, so I can't. I used to like going to the dollar show, and I spend $10 and watch all the movies in one day. Come back next week and do it again.
Go over there, Universal? We used to be Universal Mall. It was open dollar show.
Yeah, it's still open, but it's a regular show now. I went to Universal to see.
Yeah, I
know. I went there to go see Maleficent. I didn't realize where I was at because I was kind of drunk, and my girl took me up there like this is her favorite. Yeah, because I used to go there, and when I used to go there, I used to enter through the front of and walk through the mall to the movies. And then sometimes if the mall closed, we pull up to the mall, up to the movies. So we just pull up and we in there, and it's totally different on the inside. Plus they have a bar now. So I'm like, this is, this is cool. Where this movie been at, And then as we were pulling away, coming down, I think that's the Quender, and getting to the freeway, that's when I realized that was Universal fucking, I said I used to be the dollar show. That was Cinemark. So, but I was like drinking on the way there.
Watch like 3 movies, one after another.
Shit, yeah. And I was doing that at this movie called Allen Park. I was going down there. They had like 5 movies, 5 movie slots, and then they would fit like maybe 2. So one slot may be the first couple of plays would be Bad Boys, for example. The next couple of plays may be RoboCop. So I would pay for all of them. If I ain't seen them already, I would just like give me a ticket for this, and this, and I'd just be in there.
Yep. Like I say, spend your day there, walking one after another.
Yeah, and it was fun. And then they said
instead of overpaying for some crap you might not like.
Precisely. And then out of nowhere on Facebook, they put out that they're closing on Wednesday abruptly. And then they had somebody with an article saying that the man said he's gonna try to donate the theater to the city, but he couldn't keep up the payments. It's been falling for like a couple of years. He was saying apps and the streaming services has been killing the business. As far as people coming down there, why come see a movie if you could just stream it on your phone? So that's been killing it. But I thought, I guess I was amongst the last of the people who felt like streaming was a good medium. Like I remember I was telling somebody, I was like, such and such is coming out to the movies, and then somebody on Facebook came in like, who still goes to the movies? Why go to the movies? You can get an app. And I was like, it ain't just that. It's the whole experience. It's the big screen. It's the surround sound. It's the smell of the popcorn. It's the, you get to take out a day or have fun, have quality time. Everybody isn't stuck onto, I have it on my phone, I don't need it. And that's what's destroying the world when you own something. I don't need to go out the house. I could do this on my phone. I don't need to go to the mall. I can shop on my phone. I don't need to go to the grocery store. I can shop. It's like you turn into a robot, and then that low-key turns you to a recluse, and then that low-key turns you to the bitch from Misery, and you remember how that ended. If you remember Misery. Hey, that's real shit.
No, I'm laughing because the Wayans brothers on right now, what they did to play on Misery, girl had Marlon tied in bed.
Oh, see? Okay, right. I remember that. See, so yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, haha.
Like, they said a lot of stores before this whole COVID thing, they said a lot of stores in New York, Madison Avenue getting shut down because nobody needs to go out to shop anymore.
Yeah, and that's becoming a thing. And it takes little stuff like this to bring shit back. Like, for example, your movies did it too, but like that's for example, turning the drive-in into a concert venue. So now that keeps the drive-in open a little bit and still keep the movie experience.
So now we're going back to like the 50s.
But also at the same time, the movies was doing it too.
You got to reset.
The movies was doing it too. I remember the movies. I didn't realize this, that they were because everybody got apps. People weren't coming to the movies as they used to. So what they were doing, which I thought was cool, I didn't realize it. They were showing fights in the movie. So,
they've been doing that for a while. Actually, certain fights,
I didn't know that. I just happened to walk past and seeing like it wasn't a big fight like Manny and Pacquiao. But it wasn't like Pacquiao and Mayweather, but it was like just a certain fight. And then I went into it's an app out, and they tell you to sign up for it. It's a couple of them. It's one app that's like gives you points. We all know about the rewards apps. Then there's another thing they got in which I was going to get when you pay like, I want to say you pay $20 a month and you get to go to 3 movies a week and you get a free popcorn. And if you pay for like the VIP pass, you get a free popcorn and a drink. And you get points when you do this, okay? Then they had another one.
MJR, because she used to have that.
MJR do it too. All of them doing it. Because I go to the Star, which is MJR yet. But the MJR does that. Cause my girl used to go up there to get points. I go up to the Star. That's at the Star no more. It's, I think that's AMC now.